Are you in the middle class? In today's video, we will be giving you the 15 clues you're in the middle class. You will learn how identifying lifestyle markers, understanding spending patterns, and recognizing societal cues. So get prepared, fellow trailblazers. This is Luxury Explored, the ultimate destination for those seeking the most refined luxuries in life, serving connoisseurs worldwide. Before delving further, ensure to like, subscribe, and join us for our regular engaging and informative videos. Number 1. You live near where you grow up. Statistically, many individuals reside in their birth city or move to a nearby major city, often prompted by educational pursuits that later translate into job opportunities. While contemplating other cities might have crossed your mind, the prospect of such a significant change might have felt daunting, leading you to opt for the security of familiar surroundings. Your daily routine involves spending around an hour commuting to and from work, a common facet for urban dwellers seeking job stability. Chances are you hold a job position midway in the hierarchy of a multinational corporation or are employed by the state in some capacity, indicating a stable but somewhat predictable career trajectory. Your romantic partner likely shares a similar geographic background, and your paths might have crossed through mutual connections, workplace environments, or during educational endeavors. Familiarity plays a role in your lifestyle. You might have a preferred grocery store and have likely explored most dining options available in your locality, making the opening of a franchise like Starbucks an exciting event, adding a touch of novelty to your surroundings. Number 2. You have a mortgage but own your car. You likely hold a stable job, either renting a comfortable residence or taking steps towards home ownership by investing in a mortgage, gradually building equity. Opting for a mortgage might have led you to choose a development complex on the outskirts due to affordability, seeking proximity to the city while balancing expenses. While contemplating commuting via public transport, the convenience of a car likely prevailed. Your first significant purchase, the car, although a stretch, was a deliberate choice of a mid-range model with good fuel efficiency. Despite the desire for a more extravagant vehicle, practicality took precedence over fanciful aspirations, recognizing that sports cars or flashy models wouldn't align with your daily needs. Utility remains the driving force behind your choices, with the primary goal of paying off mortgage and securing a legacy of your children, aspiring to provide them with a better start. The reality, however, as per a 2018 report, suggests that a significant portion of millennials might continue renting throughout their lives, signifying the complexities and challenges of home ownership in current times. Number 3. Your house is cluttered with nonsense. At a certain point, your income increased, albeit not significantly. With relatively low expenses, you indulge in purchases you found appealing, accumulating items that now occupy space in your garage or various rooms at home, largely unused. These possessions hold sentimental value, making it challenging to part with them despite their lack of practical use, reflecting your inclination not to easily discard belongings. Likewise, you probably retain clothing items from years past, either outgrown or out of fashion, yet you maintain them for sentimental reasons. This inclination extends to other aspects of your life and household organizations. For instance, you might hoard plastic bags in a bag or drawer, intending to reuse them at the grocery store but often forgetting to bring them along. Raise your hand if you relate. You might possess a collection of mugs and glasses acquired from different marketing promotions, a common occurrence that illustrates a broader pattern. While these habits can vary based on age and cultural influences, they stem from a shared underlying desire for sentimental attachment or perceived value in objects acquired over time. Number 4. You're more likely more formally educated from the rest. The surprising truth: statistics reveal that the middle class boasts higher levels of formal education compared to the wealthy. This demographic largely comprises individuals often considered intellectuals with specialized expertise and decent paying jobs in their respective fields. They value traditional education, holding degrees and prioritizing conformity to established norms, often excelling as employees, contrasting with risk-taking tendencies more commonly found among others. Traditionally, these individuals excel academically, follow the rules, and diligently work, often becoming valuable employees in positions managed by more risk-inclined counterparts. Yet, the landscape of traditional middle-class occupations is shifting. While the average person once held between 5 to 7 jobs in a lifetime, today the Bureau of Labor Statistics notes an average of 12 to 15 jobs before age 40. This growing trend in job transition and a segment workforce necessitates swift adaptation and continual skill development to navigate emerging industries. This paradigm shift poses a significant challenge for those who rely solely on conventional education, urging the workforce to diversify skill sets and adaptability to stay relevant in an evolving job market. Number 5. You can afford subscriptions. You likely enjoy television, whether for sports or shows, with a subscription to Netflix for binge watching. Similar indulgence extends to music via Apple Music or Spotify subscriptions, perhaps losing track of how many services you're subscribed to due to automatic billing, finding convenience in these services as long as your account funds suffice. You've transitioned from pirating content to paying for software, games, and entertainment, showing sophistication in tech preferences. Your life involves modern gadgets, owning both a laptop and desktop, and owning an iPhone no older than 3 years. As technology evolves, so does your concern for privacy, prioritizing safeguarding your digital footprint, especially against identity hacking. Number 6. You want your children to go on a safe career path. Middle-class families exhibit diverse parenting styles, yet underlying many is a strong emphasis on stability and maximizing risks. With their own education and achievements, they aspire for their children to follow a similar path. These families prioritize setting up college funds early, instilling the significance of higher education in their children's minds from a young age. In certain instances, middle-class families tend to be less encouraging of pursuits in creativity or entrepreneurship. This approach stems from having discovered what they believe constitutes a fulfilling life and the desire to prevent their children from what they perceive as wasting time or relying on others for an extended period. Knowing it's not financially feasible in the long run, there's a sense of caution driven by a desire for security and ensuring their children follow a more traditional path to success, mirroring their own journey. And number 7. You pretend to be rich. The middle class has a long captivated by the wealthy, often aspiring to ascend the social ladder themselves. A majority of individuals within this bracket believe that with enough hard work, they can transition upwards. This optimism sets them apart, contrasting with the pessimistic outlook often seen in the poor and a more realistic perspective held by the rich. Rather than studying the affluent, the middle class observes them as a form of entertainment. Engaging with content becomes a favorite pastime, leading to following celebrity lifestyles and consuming tabloid magazines and online platforms. This indulgence allows a glimpse into a desired lifestyle, even if not entirely affordable. Luxury brands have cleverly recognized these aspirations, adapting their strategies to offer more accessible products, enabling the middle class to partake in this aspirational culture. Brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Balenciaga have shifted towards more accessible items, seen in the prevalence of signature products like Michael Kors bags and watches, Starbucks drinks, sneakers, and hoodies, often embraced by individuals from this socio-economic segment. Meanwhile, those from lower income backgrounds desire the same but often can't afford even the entry-level items, leading to the purchase of counterfeit or imitation products as a way to participate in this aspirational culture despite financial constraints. That's a wrap for this video. 15 clues you're in the middle class part 1. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video. This is Luxury Explored.